Okay everyone, today's video is going to be about courage and kindness. Hi, I'm Christian Dory. Um, so today's video is going to be about courage and kindness, like I said. Now what does that mean? Especially during these times, we have to have courage, we have to have strength. And not only does that tie into my disability, but that also ties in downtrodden. Don't, mess with them. Don't make fun of them. You gotta help people. You gotta, go to people. See if they need help. See if they need assistance. Ask them what their story is. Because a lot of people are going through their own stuff. They're going through a lot of different stories, or a lot of different things, I should say. And not everybody takes the time to help people, because not everybody has the courage, hence the name of this video. Not everybody has the courage to say, wow, I wonder if my situation isn't as bad as I thought, or I wonder if this person may need help. So that's what we're going to talk about today. How we should have courage and kindness and just treat everybody equally. And not only does this tie into my disability, because having kindness and courage helps get me through a lot of things, and we'll talk about that later. But it also matters now more than ever because of the current situation we're facing. So I just want to talk about what that means. Having courage, it doesn't always mean standing up and doing what's right. It also means of persevering through the rough times. And not everybody has the strength to do that. Everybody thinks, well, my life is so bad. My life is worse. My life is bad. People don't know what's going on with everybody. And everybody thinks their life is so awful. But, you can look at another person and their situation might be different, but it's not always as worse as you thought. And you may look at your situation and you may look at the situation of another person, and you could say to yourself, oh, maybe my situation isn't that bad. I can't even talk today. And that's courage also ties in to a lot of things with my disability, because I do go through a lot more than the average person does. I've already established that. So there is a lot of things that go on in my life. But no matter what I go through in life, I've always had the courage to keep going. I've always had the strength to say, you know what, maybe my life isn't as bad as I thought. Not that my life is bad, but I'm just using it as an example. Hello, Piper. That's my cockatoo, Piper, in the background. Because a lot of people, especially in my position, will look at our situation and they'll say, oh, well, look at what I have to go through. I'm in a wheelchair. I can't do as many things as the average person could. But you have to get up every day. You have to fight. You have to keep going no matter what the situation is. Because there's people out there going through cancer. There's people out there that are poor. There's people out there that don't know where their next meal's coming from. So it could be a lot worse than what it is. And it's hard to do that in today's society. Because everybody's so wrapped up in their own plastic bubble, it's my world, my problems, my life. So not everybody wants to take the time to ask, hey, what do you need? How could I help you? Even if it's just holding the door for someone when you're walking into a store, just be kind to people and have the courage to, go up to somebody and ask them, hey, do you need help? Or, hey, you look upset today. What's the matter? How could I help you? What's going on? And a lot of people don't have the courage to do that because not everybody wants to wants to be bothered, like I said, and everybody else is in their own world, because it's their world and their problems. So it's hard to find that balance because you want to help people, but you don't want to interfere with everybody's business and everybody's lives. And I know that's hard to do in today's society because everybody's wrapped up in themselves, like I just stated. But, even if it's just like holding the door for someone, like I said, go up to people and, tell them, you look nice today, or it's a nice day out, just something in an act of kindness. Help them with their groceries if you're at a store, or if they're trying to like do something, go up to somebody and help them. Because having kindness and courage, it goes a long way, and it's helped me understand my disability more. Because I go through a lot more than the average person does. And there is times when I get frustrated and I get angry, and I always say to myself, why does this have to happen to me? Why couldn't it, why couldn't there be another outcome? But I always say there's people that are going through a lot worse of a situation than you're in. And if it wasn't for courage and kindness, I wouldn't have the strength to keep going. Because, it's through those simple things and having empathy for people, um, trying to help them as best I can, like asking them, what's going on? How could I help? What could I do to get involved with people? And, if it wasn't for those two things, I wouldn't be where I am today. Because, I do get frustrated and I do get angry because a lot of people in the disabled world feel isolated. They feel like they're the only ones going through this, that nobody understands what they're going through. But there's so many support mechanisms that you could look into that could help you. And, just have the courage to ask, what could I do? Or what support systems could help me? What could I look into? Is there services that I could look into? Even if you have to go talk to a psychiatrist or whatever it is, just letting your feelings out, and talking about different things, that really does help. And that's why I do these videos, because talking to you guys, it helps me get my feelings out, but it also helps you guys to hopefully have some perspective about what you're going through. And if I could help you guys during this time, because we're fighting the coronavirus right now, there's a lot of stuff going on that people are going through, and there's a lot of personal stuff also that people don't realize. So if you see somebody and they're struggling, ask them what's going on. How could I help you? Just those simple things can do a lot for people. Ask them how they're feeling or how their day's going. Just simple things. Because I always say having a little courage and a little kindness, those simple things go a long way. So I just wanted to get into that today and talk to you a little bit about that and what that means for me, because my disability, granted, yes, it is hard, but I see others that can't walk. I see others that can't talk or can't feed themselves, can't dress themselves, and they're basically like invalids. And that makes me sad, but everybody goes through their own personal battles, so I try to help them as much as I can. And if these videos could help you guys and the things that you're going through, and if it helps you get a little perspective, that's my main goal and purpose of this. is to help you guys, to help you to understand not only CP, but maybe give you a little perspective on your own life. So if you see something that's not right, please say something. Nobody wants to go through pain and suffering. So if you see somebody that's not right, even if like you're a little kid and you watch these videos, if you see somebody in the playground getting bullied, don't stand by. Stand up for like people that need help, because not everybody has the courage and the strength to stand up for themselves. So if you could help people and fight for them, that's the right way to be. And that's why I do these videos, because I feel like I'm fighting for you. I'm not only telling you about my life, but I'm also hopefully giving you perspective about how to live your own life, because I truly believe that we're all in this together. We're all children of God. I don't know what your religion is, but I'm a Christian, so that's what I believe in. We're all children of God, and we're all in this together. So if we could support each other and have the courage and kindness to stand up for what we believe in, then this world would be a lot better than what it is. Especially with this coronavirus going on. Everybody's in their own plastic bubble thinking, well, I need to buy groceries, or I need to buy this. If you see somebody at the store and they're struggling, help them out. Don't be selfish. Don't be self-centered. That's not an appropriate way to live. Help people as much as you can, because everybody's going through their own personal battles. You just don't always see it, and people aren't always going to tell you because they may not feel comfortable. But if you see somebody struggling, just ask them if they need help. I don't think it's that much to ask. And if we could create a better world, then we're doing our part for society. We're doing our part to ensure that our children and our grandchildren have a better society to call home when we leave and depart for the final time. And that's what we as a society have to do. We have to move forward past hate, past bigotry, past self-awareness. And we just have to help people. We got to move past. Like, if you're gay or if you're a lesbian, don't judge people. Have some kindness and stand up for them. It may not always be what you agree, but that's not your life. You don't have the right to sit there and tell people, you can't date a guy or you can't be with a girl. If that's what they choose to do with their lives, that's their business. So please don't judge people. Just love them. Have the courage to stand up for what you believe in and what you know is right. And just have kindness and, accept people for what they are. Because it's helped me with my disability a lot over the years. Because I've gone through a lot. I've seen a lot. I've known a lot of people that have gone through and seen a lot. And just help people. Ask them, do you need help today? What could I do to assist you? Or even if you see something that isn't right, have the courage to stand up. Don't just sit idly by and, watch stuff that happens. Have the courage to speak up and speak your mind and fight for what you believe in. Because if we don't fight for what we believe in, this world is going to go downhill very fast. So that's my message for today. I hope you got a lot out of it. Have courage, be kind, stand up for people, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.